aimed first to make this. It was rotating, so we have missed some generations now. That also we can record. So with this, I thank everyone for your active participation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request all the dignitaries to occupy the dais. Now I request a few of the participants to come forward.
Worked tirelessly in enabling this workshop to actually happen. So busy. But I want to especially thank all the trainers that have come from all over the world. As we mentioned before, this is also the first time for Wind Empowerment we'd like to share. All the participants have been able to really not only enjoy themselves, but also be able to see the work that Niue and Wind Empowerment are doing, which is basically to move the technology forward. And I think the real success of this training will be to receive from all the trainees pictures of their installations when they go back to wherever they're coming from. This would actually make our day, and it would make this whole effort a real success. But thank you for surviving, that we all survived. We were commenting that there were no injuries in the training, so this is also a big success. And anyway, congratulations, you've survived. And hopefully this will not be the only time we get together. We hope to maybe in the future, we will continue to have Wind Empowerment conferences, and we want Niue to also participate, and we don't know where in the world it'll be next time. So if anybody has any ideas a couple years from now, invite us and we'll come. Thank you.
Anybody?
Hello to everybody once again. It's a great pleasure to be here at Niue. You know, from the beginning of the program, when we were all sitting in the foyer listening to lectures, it felt quite abstract. Sometimes it felt like being sleepy to walk around the hall. But going into the practical working section, then we got to realize how fruitful this is. So on behalf of all the participants, especially my fellow colleagues from Niue, then to Wind Empowerment, to all our great volunteers, to Ministry of External Affairs, Republic of India, all of those who without you, this couldn't be a success. So for us as participants, we found this very rewarding. It was very fruitful. We know that this is just the beginning. This is just the first step in a series of progress that we hope to make. As we leave from here, we go back to our respective countries. We know that there is a great vision for us to someday be like maybe some members of Wind Empowerment, something. Take a small wind turbine to some small communities. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, but certainly there will be some great ambition, there will be some great vision to take back something from this workshop. So, particularly for us, as interesting, it's not just the fact that we all are assembled in this hall, but the network, the relationship that we develop can ensure that we harness all the opportunities that there is to get for the workshop. So once again, to Dr. Pecan, the workshop, going to Titikuri coming back. General. said, congratulations to all of us for this success. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning to all of you. My special wishes to the Director General and entire team. I'm Raj Shekhar, Director Training and Placements for Akshaya College of Engineering. Now I'd like to invite on my team Mr. Chandrasekhar, Karthik, Ravichandran, and other people who have made a separate wind turbine with the help of Nivek. Sir, please come. The beauty is the fiberglass, what Mr. Chandrasekhar has done is more perfect than, sorry to say this, what the team has done is produced in more companies. Sir, I'd like to share your experience over this.
Hello, morning everybody. First of all, I extend my thanks, permission to take the raw material as a finished good support, and I didn't before enrolling into the NIVE, I didn't know that I will learn this much of technology. With 25 years, I am into windmill supplying the raw material to companies like Vestas, NEPC. But the continent now I get something different, and we made ourselves the generator, blade. We are going to assemble in another maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. The machine will be ready. So I don't know how to thank NIVE, and this will go forward. And we want to make the vertical and the radial one the same like this. I want to help the rural people really, and we joined as a team. And because of these people, this has happened. Thank you.
To be here. We have been in the front age of handling lecture. Our expectations are totally different. I have even given some comments to him in the beginning because we didn't have the sort of a thing of designing, then going for hands-on. It was directly hands-on. And then later we could get clear picture of how it has been done and how the expertise has been.
And maybe, and also to the wind power animal group for giving a special try. And one more thing, being a system integrator, I find some difficulties in the charge controller. Thanks. Who is my of the battery temperature of the heat sink and also the over voltage of my MOSFET is going for at 8 for
anyone?
Respected Director General, this is to one WhatsApp group. One doctor called Dr. Hassan, she posted in one WhatsApp group, and I read about the content of the workshop, and then I immediately within 5 minutes I responded on them. And after where I choose this workshop is because I did my MA dissertation in rural connectivity towards social livelihood enhancement and social transformation. And this rural connectivity is propounded by Palivar Society in Tamil Nadu. And then it was made further who was the people, President of India, who and it was through the intervention of George pushing the government of Manipur to nominate us, and then at the end Manivedan nominated us, and then the new way accepted us free of cost for our stay, and our registration will be waived off. And this is a truly great help to us, towards us. And then we look forward for such help even in the days to come. We were planning that immediately we'll go home, and then we will collect some people who are interested in the wind energy, and then we will invite our friends like George, and then our friends like Jadav and Dipal, and also with help from DBA. If DBA can help us some small money, with not much money, but small money, then we will go and start training program in Manipur, and then we'll start installing wind turbine. So this is our vision, our burden, and our passion. And I come with my friend who is an entrepreneur in the village, and we met only here in the conference, although we are from the same state, and we share the same passion of like wind energy, small wind turbine. And then I think with this as a small step, every step that we have taken here, from learning so many things from here, I think with the help and constant guidance from Niue and then wind empowerment, I think we will be able to transform Manipur to the level where people will be empowered with the energy to enhance their livelihood and change their social lives. Thank you so much.
And I want to add that the wind map of Niue, which is for small wind, indicates no wind in Manipur.
We estimated just out of time.
The fact is,
come to India. Had I known all the struggles, I might have reconsidered that. But no, my team has experience. I think that the projects that I do back home in Peru, where I get to ignore it because you actually are producing electricity now and then you didn't have it before. So I definitely like to thank so much all of the trainers, because they work so hard. They've taken time out of their busy schedule. They're all volunteering to be here for 2 weeks and training all of you guys. And as it's been said before, this is the first time that we've all gathered together and had more than 5 organizations come together to build the small wind turbine, and then also have the electronics component involved to train all you guys. So I just want to take the time to appreciate every single one of you, the participants of course, for being so patient and eager to learn. I've never in my life been asked so many questions in a span of an hour. And so I appreciate all of you guys understanding if I couldn't answer your question at the spot, that you could come back later and ask me, or that I could link you with. Thank you so much for all your patience, your flexibility, but most of all, thank you so much for making the workshop a success and for not having any accidents. I am so glad to say that safety was key, besides, you know, a few paper cuts here and there, but those are minor, so we'll act like those didn't happen. But thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing, I know we're already obtaining several organizations or participants, individual participants that want to join Wind Empowerment. So we appreciate how much you guys are eager to want to take this back to your country, and so we're looking forward to helping in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, madam. Now I invite our General Manager, Mr. D. Lakshmanan, to address the gathering.
Respected Dr. Balraman DG, excellent job. Formed the synergy now. I am very happy that this workshop has enabled all to come together and have a learning and achieve it is true.
Thank you, sir. Now I request
turbine which you are already manufactured, installed, is generating something around 100 watts. It's a very great beginning. Because generating power, what you manufactured, and seeing the reality is a biggest achievement for you. Sometimes what happens is specifically what we used to say. Whether we want to give the turbine to you or we'll make you to manufacture turbine for you. It's like whether to give you a fish or I train you to fish it. You don't know how to fish. So here the main objective of this workshop is to make sure that you manufacture the turbine with whatever material you have. In that way, I could see a lot of activities. The delay was bubbling with the energy for the last 10 days, with all the people crisscrossing from one corner to the other corner. Thanks, Dr. Kanagiri, for all his hard work. And this started in the last January. We started to be this program, and Jorge, who is instrumental, crisscrossing from Pondicherry to Chennai. How many times? Maybe more than 10 or 15? Too many. So we lost the count of it. So we ensured that he said this is the idea we have it. And this is the first time I find. In the 10 days, the people are in this also we made sure that these 5 groups will be alive so that every participant is going to be learning in the last 10 days. Otherwise, if you want to make this turbine, okay, Jagada would have made it in just 1 day. Not so difficult for you. But he stretched for 10 days. In fact, Kanabal is talking about no, they done in 7 days. No, for Jage it's just 1 day. That's 1 day he stretched to 8 days. Because the 8 days why you have to stretch it? Because we want everybody to learn so that doing your own hand. When you're doing it in your own hand, always, that's specifically why in the opening remark in the inauguration I said, safety is important. I will make sure that first aid box is there, but I don't want that to be used. I am fortunate to say there are few cuts were there. That's normal. Even when you go to kitchen, definitely you get small cuts. These cuts, all part and parcel of life, otherwise you will not cherish what you have done it. So, but not a major part of it, you are very happy about it. And this is a compliment to all the trainers who ensure that every one of you has learned it. For me to be is not going to learn that any aspect of it. To the field, start learning, then you are going to be really saying, okay, this is the one. Otherwise, it's like a blind person describing an elephant. So which part you are going to touch, you say that part is going to be what it is. But now you know very well how the blade profile is to be, how should part properly cut, and if the profile changes, what is going to happen, and how the generator, not in aspect, of course it may look like a technique. My personal thanks to the 10 days before the course started, so that we want to finalize the nitty-gritties, and we come from a group from more than 13 countries. I cannot name everyone because otherwise the time is going to be next half an hour. I'm going to list all the names. And the participants, especially the participants, we have there, this is going to be a real synergy of the people. All the energy and different levels of expectations, and make sure that something you are going to learn. That's essentially what is the objective. I'm very happy, and I thank each one of you to be part of this workshop. And as our team always says, it is not just a game. It is just a beginning we are trying to talk about. My friend from Manipur says, whatever needed from the ministry and debate, we are always there. This is our objective. We are talking about empowerment, that we talk about a real empowerment. What training you want it, what kind of the sessions you want it. If you want to have the same kind of live demonstration to be done, we are there. That's basically our objective, because the ministry is created us. The community is not restricted only to the India, even other countries. So when there is a knowledge, the knowledge is the one is not getting diminished, rather it's going to be improved for us. So we want to share the knowledge, what we call in our Sanskrit Vidya. So we want to be with you. We are always with you. At any point of time, please get back to us. What is it you need it? We'll definitely be happy to share. And it's a big group of networking. Please continue the network. And again, if you want, you're saying that I don't know which one year or two, again you can have one more session like this. We'll want to replicate this particular one every year. In fact, we are creating a separate hub at Gayatri, where we are going to have, because today what's happening is the people need to crisscross from different locations. Rather than that, all these machines, everything you want to place it, the building is coming up. In fact, we thought the new building we won't have it, but unfortunately it got delayed. Probably by before the next year, we may have a new building at Gayatri, where we call it what's called a Gurukul. Gurukul means the teachers. So we make sure that you are going to be with the gurus for 24 hours, discuss it, and we never be that 9 days or 10 days. It can be even only because since you are going to be 24 hours, because we have our facility in Gayatri where even if you go 50 kilometers here and there, you will not find any entertainment. So you are forced to be within the campus and you are going to learn it. You will make all the arrangements so that whenever you try to talk about, we need to have a better knowledge transfer that we try to ensure it.
Request our Director General to distribute the certificates and mementos to the participants.
Before that, Mr. Annually, please come, sir.
Yeah. Please come.
See you.